guess with every video or with every song that is chosen to have a video shot for, there's always a story behind it. Very interesting stories, actually. Okay, this song was used by the people of Duty Free. And before I actually recorded it, the song had already been used. They were actually looking for another song to start a different campaign. I didn't know any of this until the song was recorded and we made them listen to it. But I took it upon myself to use this song as, this was shot in the mid-90s, and at that time I was traveling to a lot of different places for different Filipino communities from the Middle East to the United States. And even up to today, when I do travel to these places, I have to do even at least a portion of this song because, I tell you, the faces and the images that I've seen have left lasting impressions in my mind. Like one time in Houston, we performed in a place that had a revolving stage. So, you'd always go round and round. It's a long explanation, but I remember the first round that we took, I remember seeing an elderly couple as they were watching and listening to the song. Slowly they came together, and next thing I knew was that the older lady was holding the arm of her husband. And at the end of the song, they were just both weeping and clapping their hands at the same time. Clearly, there are many Filipinos all over the world. I found out that there are about 8 million of them scattered all over the world. And I do realize that many of them, though they have found perhaps greener pastures abroad, often have the desire to even just come home for a while and to visit those who they have had to leave behind. One of the best things and one of the most touching experiences I had was performing in UCLA sometime in the 90s, when I had with me on stage about 8 dancers, young female dancers, all dressed up in different native outfits, representing the different regions of the Philippines. And as they were dancing, and as they were rehearsing actually, I asked one of them, "So how did you learn all of this? Have you ever been home?" And you know what they said? It was their desire to know more about where they've come from, about their roots. Now, even if they've heard so much about the Philippines, they believe that there's a lot more than just what they hear and see on television and in the news. So what we did here in this part was, in the arrangement, I tried to put as much of the sounds that people have become accustomed to. That's for those who have left the country and who hope to come back. And for those who've never experienced what the Philippines is about, we tried to just make them experience through sound just a little bit of the Philippines. I personally believe that this song has become a perfect tool that brings Filipinos together, not just physically like in a concert, but also emotionally, as it does have a level of patriotism to it, putting some hope into the Filipinos' heart and making them proud to know who they really are. Louie Ocampo's Babalik Ka Rin, a song that truly touches Filipinos from every corner of the world.